All right, Kenman here, and today is another scale die project unboxing. That's right, another one for the pile. Let's go. Banging the camera around, getting crazy. Before we start, I'm not sponsored by anyone, and I purchase everything at retail price, and I do these videos because I love discussing knives and sharing info and ideas with others. If you have any questions or thoughts, please feel free to comment below. Okay, here we are. My further research on some lesser known companies has gotten me another one from Amazon. And here we are. Let's not waste any time. How is everyone doing today? Boom! Sencut. Can't hide it anymore. All right, this is my second Sencut that I've actually purchased. I really like the first one that I got. We'll look at it in a little bit. But yeah, it's a company that's, like I said, kind of new to me. But I wanted to check them out, kind of see what they were about, what their knives have in store for us. I got ourselves a cloth, got a little info sheet. We got the knife. Get this pocket pouch out of the way, clean off all of our stuff. Anybody recognize it? There it is. This is the Sencut Brazoria. It's got that black in there. It's going to be a neat combo. But yeah, the Brazoria, it has that jade handle, so it's going to fit in nice with our scale die project. And we have a D2 blade. Let's get a nice little close look here. What's everyone think about the style of this thing? It's got a normal liner lock. We got their flipper tab. This fuller, I should be able to flick it out. Nice. This feels good. It's weird. The handle gets a little smaller at the end. I'm not sure if I'm totally a fan of that. I feel like I'd like a little bit more beef right there, but you guys know I like a beefier handle or beefier knife is definitely more my style. Although it's got the length. It flicks out real easy. Gets all the way past my pinky there, so it's not like I don't have a good grip on it. It actually feels all right. It's got a nice little jimping right there. Feels good. Yeah, liner lock, like I said, it does have a reversible clip. I'm a lefty, so I like that. It's got these little lines, kind of like almost like a false little faux bolster line. Doesn't stick out that much with the jade, but when we put some color dye on there, that'll probably pop out a little bit more. I've noticed the dye tends to make the marks and the lines and the grooves that are in the jade kind of stick out a little bit more, which in a lot of cases I think is nice. It looks cool. Yeah, this feels nice. It's got a good action to it. That flipper tab, I haven't used that much, but it seems to flip out real easy. Let's kind of see how fast it drops. It doesn't have a lot of weight to it, so kind of have to flip it, give it a couple pushes to get her to go. Yeah, this feels nice. Like I said, that handle, I'm kind of interested how it kind of tapers towards the end. And I kind of like it when they kind of pop out a little bit more there. Kind of like this one here, the CJRB Feldspar. See how it kind of gets a little wider at the end. It feels like I'm kind of grabbing a little bit more at the back there versus this one. It just kind of seems to get a little smaller. Like I said, the more I hold it, the more it doesn't really bother me that much. It feels like you kind of got a good hold in it right there. So maybe that's just an initial impression that I'll think about differently maybe later. Yeah, let's see. The blade is solid, does not move in any direction. That's good. We've got our blade centering. Let's see if I can get that in the middle there. It looks like it is pretty close to right in the middle there. That's great. Like I said, the action seems to be pretty good. feels really nice. Yeah. What's everyone think of this so far? So my first Sencut was the Sencut Crowley. This one is a button lock that I'm actually really liking. Also has the flipper tab and the thumb studs. So slightly different style, although size-wise, very similar. All right, if I flip this over, looks like the Crowley is maybe a little bit longer in the handle and the blade. So each one, it might have the Brazoria beat in size by just a little bit, but they really realistically are quite similar. If you look at that blade size, the cutting edge is almost the same. But yeah, Sencut, I'm pretty happy. They got a nice clean kind of style. I like this one has a very soft brushed metal, and this one's got the soft on the blade, but then everything else is black. So when you got your liner with the black, you can see that inside there. That is going to have an effect on the scale. These two, if we did the same exact color, this one's going to look a lot darker because it's going to have that black popping through underneath versus the silver of a normal metal. So that's something to think about when we do the dye. This one's definitely going to be darker. Like the Ferrum Forge that we did. This one, well, actually I used the yellow, but I used it for too long, but also because it's black underneath, it's going to make that darker, whatever color it was. Yeah, let's get stuff out. Let's take a look at what we have here. So here's this two Sencuts, obviously the Brazoria that we just got. I'm going to zoom back out a little bit there. So that's the Brazoria. And we got the Crowley. I'm going to move up here. Just recently I got this Kubi Royal. It's a fun little knife. We have the CJRB Gobi. And the Civivi Mini Asticus with the Damascus blade. Those are the ones that I currently possess that we have not dyed yet, that we will dye. Believe it or not, I may or may not have some more coming at some point. All right, we just did the Civivi Vision FG in this red. I love it. Turned out so good. And what we did, I took my first dye of the last one with the red, and it ended up being pretty dark. And so all of these are kind of an experiment. So as we do one, we can kind of take what we've learned from the first one, which was this Kubi Titus. And I dyed this for literally 2 minutes, and it gave us this nice red. The red is a little different when we're outside. It pops a little bit more. Inside, the lighting kind of dulls it out just a bit. But when you put them side by side, you can see, maybe not, like this is definitely more of a red, like fire engine, kind of a brighter orangey red. This is a little bit more of a dull, darker red. So we dyed this one for literally 1 minute. I wanted it to be a little lighter. And so it was a good learning curve on that red. Before that, we did have this Ferrum Forge Gent 2.0. We had the CJRB Feldspar in that nice dark blue. I did a lighter blue with this Civivi Ferrum Forge Odium combo. Although in this lighting, it's not that different as well, but this was definitely a lighter blue because it has the black accents on it, and I didn't want the blue to be too dark. I don't like the way like a dark blue and a black look next to each other. We got the Zhangsheng flickable chef's knife in that orchid that ended up being lighter than I wanted it to be, but I realized that orchid is a lighter purple, not my regular purple that I had. But here we are. We have the scale die project in process. How does everyone feel about it? What's everyone think? Are we having fun with this as much as I am, at least? Because I'm having a blast. Colors are turning out neat. It's going to be really cool once we get a lot more of them colored, just to kind of see. Just look at this section right here and how neat that is. Even though these two colors are the same, if we were to kind of swap this around a little bit, it's like, look at all the fun color scheme action going on right here. I dig it. I dig it a lot. These knives are all fun. These kubies that I got. A couple new kubies that I've added to the mess. Here's that other kubi. This one's cool. What color should we do this one? It does have these kind of grooves. There's a line there and a groove that comes up and kind of curves around. Those will accent a little bit more once we've put the color on there. Like I was saying, if we look at this one up close, you can kind of see these grooves and these edges a little bit more. I can't show you obviously how it was before. This one, I noticed that when they do the contouring, because it's contoured, it kind of is giving you different levels of the layers that are being exposed, which is kind of giving you this like wood grain kind of look. But when this was jade, you could not see that wood grain really at all. So that is kind of something that's kind of popping out, like I was saying. Even on the Civivi, the Vision, that texture that's on there definitely sticks out more. Oh, love this knife. I can't believe, first of all, that I even was like, I'm going to take it apart and dye it. But man, it turned out awesome. Very happy I did. But yeah, these dyes have been going really well. Couldn't you just look at this? It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Okay, one last chance. Here's the 5 that I currently am in possession of that are going to get some color really soon. What does everyone think? What would we like to see? Got the Civivi Mini Asticus, the CJRB Gobi. We've got the Kubi Royal, the 2 Sencuts, the Crowley and the Brazoria. Brazoria. I'm going to go with that. Give some color suggestions in the comments and let me know what you think. And we will have the next dye video coming up soon. I will have a link in the description of this video of my dye playlist that I've created. Now that I've got enough of them, I kind of made a playlist. And so you can kind of hit that playlist and check them all out one at a time, or you can kind of go through and pick what you want to see. I had been adding a lot of links in my description in my shorts, bringing you to the videos and showing you the dyes and stuff. And I'm now aware that the shorts are no longer clickable links in YouTube. So some of my clickable links are now no longer clickable links. I've also heard that at the end of this month, they're going to be changing some things up and making some more clickable ways that we can do things so that I can help get people to the actual videos, because I like posting the shorts, kind of giving people a little hint of what's there and then linking them to the video. So I apologize for that, even though it's not really in my power to affect, but I was using it and now it kind of is no longer a workable link. But yeah, so this Sencut Brazoria is cool. What color do you guys want to see it? I'd really like that fuller action. I mean, I've said in my other videos, I'm more of the finger flick open if you can. I really enjoy that more than thumb studs, more than flipper tabs. And these little fullers where it's just a simple little groove in that blade. Doesn't even really protrude all that much, but man, you can just get in there, flick it right out. I like this knife. This is a cool knife. What color are we gonna do it? Those black liners. It also, you can't really tell, but the black liner, it has that. You can see it's been skeletonized or whatever. So it'd be nice if you could kind of see through that, like you can on the Crowley. You can kind of see the skeletonized section under there. So I'm going to go a lighter color with this one and see if we can make that kind of stick out a little bit. But yeah, liking the Sencut so far. Pretty cool, pretty impressive. I'm going to be looking at more companies, more blades, anything that you are recommending I check out. Like I said before, I'm not affiliated with anyone, so it's kind of on me to kind of decide what it is I want to look at, what I want to talk about. I definitely am kind of into the more budget-friendly things in that $30 to $100 range. There are so many things, knives in that range that are offered for us to kind of check out, which is really cool. But I'll be looking at all types of stuff in the future. So let me know. What would you like to see? What do you think about the Brazoria? What colors are we looking? Do you like the scale die project? Fun stuff coming in the future. That's going to be it for today. If you enjoy what you see, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more. It helps me out, and I really appreciate it. Stay sharp, and we'll see you next time.